Peabody and DuPont award-winning journalist Mariana van Zeller is on a mission to unearth the dangerous inner workings of the global black market underworld, getting up close and personal with the people behind these illegal economies. Let's take a look.
So, Jojo, right?
Yes.
It's okay if I call you Jojo?
Yes, fine.
Well, how did you start? How did you get into this business?
There's always a killing that needs to be done. Every day, somebody needs to die. Whether drugs, taxis, even politics now. It's busy. Constantly, people need to die.
And Mariana joins us now in studio, shining a light on human trafficking, hitmen, and much more in the latest season of Trafficked from Nat Geo. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Linsey.
I just find that riveting. I want to start out with Jojo. I mean, here's a guy who's telling you that he kills people for a living. How do you get people to trust you to tell these kinds of stories?
Yeah, it's not easy. You know, it's a big part of our job spent trying to get people's trust. And I think part of the sort of connection that I always make, my first approach is always that I am here with empathy. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here with curiosity. I want to find out why you do what you do. And I think that goes a very long way. I think that all of us as human beings, it's in our human nature to want to be understood. And so I think that's part of the reason why people agree to talk to me.
And when you're talking to somebody like Jojo, who's saying, I kill people, is there remorse? Is he feeling like this is an unfortunate predicament where he has to do this to survive in a way?
Absolutely. You know, that's always one of the hardest things. In his case, the interview lasted about an hour and a half, 2 hours, a very long interview. It became sort of a therapy session for him. He came up to me at the end and told me this was very therapeutical. One of the things that happened to Jojo, this is in South Africa, is that his parents were actually killed when he was a young kid, and they were killed by an assassin. And he said from that day onwards, he started carrying a weapon with him because he didn't feel like he had any protection. And then soon after, he started being paid to be involved in the drug trade and eventually to become an assassin. And I asked him, and do you have limits? Is there sort of limitations that you put on your work? And he said, look, I don't kill women and I don't kill children. I only kill men, so that makes me feel better about what I do. I said, but do you realize that as a child who lost your own parents to an assassin, because of an assassin, you're doing the same thing to these kids and these women? And he said, I'd never actually thought of that. This cycle of violence, he'd never thought of that. And at the end, he actually told me, you know, I've been thinking very hard of quitting. I really want, and I've tried to get a legal job, but I can't. It's very difficult. There's large unemployment in South Africa, and I can't find a regular job. You've
been doing this now for a while. This is your 4th season. Yeah. What can we expect this go round?
Yeah, it is actually my favorite season so far, and I don't say this every time, I promise. We tackled very hard issues and very relevant issues, particularly in this election year: immigration, healthcare, scams, teens who are dying because of sextortion. It's one of the highest rated crimes right now online.
And just explain for us sextortion.
Yeah, sextortion is basically it's teens who are online and they are suddenly befriended by a woman or man who asks them if they can take compromising photos or videos of themselves, and they think they're starting a relationship perhaps, or it's just a one-day thing, and they do it, and immediately they're caught up in this extortion, basically, where they say they're
pay me in order to not put this,
reveal these photos. Yeah, and it's actually led to a lot of suicides in this country, which is horrible.
What would you like to see happen as a result of the work you're doing?
Awareness. I want governments to watch. I want law enforcement to watch. I want people to be aware that this is happening. But I also want accountability. I think it's easy for us to see the world as, you know, black and white, bad versus good. They are the bad guys, we are the good people. But we shouldn't be blaming the immigrants. In many ways, we shouldn't, you know, be blaming a lot of these people that are doing the operators in these black markets. We should be questioning ourselves and our own governments. Why is it that our systems and our government is broken? And why is there these black markets exist?
Just amazing work that you're doing there, Mariana. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to let our viewers know Trafficked, Underworlds with Mariana van Zeller premieres today on National Geographic and streaming the next day on Hulu.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.